See how Dark Souls, a notoriously difficult game, creates a self-fulfilling prophecy of player frustration and perseverance, with 90% of players quitting within the first hour, only to return and conquer the game. Dark Souls' notorious difficulty stems from its punishing gameplay and cryptic storytelling. 90% of players quit within the first hour, overwhelmed by the game's brutal challenges. However, many quitters return, driven by a sense of determination and curiosity. This phenomenon is known as the self-fulfilling prophecy, where players' expectations shape their experience. As players persevere, they develop skills and strategies, eventually conquering the game's toughest obstacles. Dark Souls' community is built on shared struggles and triumphs, fostering a sense of camaraderie. Get a step-by-step guide on building a simple analog computer using op-amps and resistors to solve basic equations. Analog computers use continuous signals, unlike digital computers which use discrete values. Op-amps are crucial components in analog computers, amplifying weak electrical signals. Resistors play a key role in analog circuits, controlling voltage and current flow. An integrator circuit, built with op-amps and resistors, can solve equations with integrals. A simple analog computer can be built to solve basic equations like 2x plus 5 equals 10. Analog computers were widely used before digital computers, solving complex problems in science and engineering. Pigs are often underestimated, but did you know they can solve puzzles, learn from humans, and even outsmart each other? Pigs possess a highly developed brain-to-body mass ratio, similar to that of primates. They can solve complex puzzles, such as finding hidden food, in under 10 minutes. Pigs learn from humans and can adapt to new tasks with minimal training. They have excellent problem-solving skills, often outsmarting each other for food. Pigs exhibit self-awareness, recognizing themselves in mirrors and using them to find food. In studies, pigs have demonstrated empathy, comforting each other when distressed. Learn the ancient Sieve of Eratosthenes method used by Greek mathematician Eratosthenes to find prime numbers up to 1,000, and see how it still works today with a digital twist. The Sieve of Eratosthenes is an ancient algorithm for finding all prime numbers up to a given number, called the limit. Greek mathematician Eratosthenes created this method around 240 BCE, making it one of the oldest known prime number sieves. The sieve works by iteratively marking as composite the multiples of each prime number as it is encountered. Eratosthenes used his sieve to find all prime numbers up to 1,000, a remarkable achievement for his time. Today, the Sieve of Eratosthenes remains one of the most efficient ways to find prime numbers, even with modern computers. Discuss the often overlooked emotional toll of autoimmune diseases, featuring a personal story from mental health advocate Sarah Kerchak. Approximately 50 million Americans live with an autoimmune disease, affecting 1 in 5 people. Autoimmune diseases are the leading cause of morbidity and mortality in women under 65. Up to 75% of people with autoimmune diseases experience anxiety and depression. Chronic inflammation from autoimmune diseases can alter brain chemistry, contributing to mental health issues. Mental health conditions are often misdiagnosed or overlooked in autoimmune patients, delaying proper treatment. Early mental health interventions can improve overall health outcomes for autoimmune disease patients by up to 50%. The Wilhelm Gustloff evacuation was one of the largest in history, with over 10,600 people on board. The Wilhelm Gustloff evacuation was a massive rescue effort during World War II's final stages in January 1945. Over 10,600 people were on board, making it one of the largest ship evacuations in history. The ship sailed through treacherous waters, threatened by Soviet submarines and harsh winter conditions. On the 30th of January 1945, the Wilhelm Gustloff was torpedoed by a Soviet submarine, U-boat S-13. The disaster resulted in over 9,300 deaths, one of the deadliest maritime disasters in history. The Wilhelm Gustloff evacuation remains one of the largest and most tragic in history, overshadowed by other World War II events. Separate fact from fiction as we debunk common myths about razors, including the myth that shaving makes hair grow back thicker and the benefits of shaving in the direction of hair growth. The average person spends around 139 hours shaving per year, making it a significant part of our daily routine. Shaving does not affect the thickness or rate of hair growth, debunking a long-standing myth. Hair appears thicker after shaving because cut ends feel coarser than smooth, tapered natural ends. Shaving in the direction of hair growth reduces ingrown hairs, razor burn, and other skin irritations. Using a sharp razor is safer than a dull one, as it requires less pressure and reduces nicks and cuts. Exfoliating before shaving helps remove dead skin cells, allowing for a closer and more. Relive the most intense derby matches with the most red cards, including the infamous Battle of Santiago between Chile and Italy in 1962. Derby matches are intense football rivalries between teams from the same city or region, often leading to heated confrontations. The Battle of Santiago in 1962 was a notorious derby match between Chile and Italy with multiple red cards. The match ended 2-0 in favor of Chile, but was marred by violent clashes between players and fans. A total of 4 players were sent off during the Battle of Santiago, a record at the time. Derby matches with the most red cards are often marked by intense rivalry and aggressive behavior from players. The Battle of Santiago remains one of the most infamous matches in football history, symbolizing the chaos of derby. Explore Honshu, Japan's largest island, where residents live longer and healthier lives, and learn about their traditional diet, including seafood, soy, and green tea, which supports healthy aging. Honshu, Japan's largest island, is home to some of the world's longest living people. The traditional Honshu diet is rich in seafood, which provides omega-3 fatty acids for heart health. Soy, a staple in Honshu cuisine, contains isoflavones that support bone density and reduce menopause symptoms. Green tea, a popular beverage in Honshu, is packed with antioxidants that combat cell damage and inflammation. The Honshu diet is characterized by high consumption of plant-based foods, with an emphasis on fermented foods like miso. Investigate the bizarre giant crater in Siberia, a natural wonder often linked to hollow Earth theories, and learn about the scientists studying its unique ecosystem. In 2014, a massive crater mysteriously appeared in Siberia's Yamal Peninsula, sparking global intrigue. The crater, nicknamed the Gateway to the Underworld, measures over 100 feet deep and 65 feet wide. Scientists believe the crater formed when methane and other gases built up and explosively released from the permafrost. The crater's unique ecosystem supports a diverse range of flora and fauna, including species found nowhere else on Earth. Researchers have discovered ancient plant and animal remains, including 45-million-year-old trees, in the crater's depths.